All right, guys, it's Mr. Hammond. I'm going to be talking to you about the lab that you're going to be doing in class. For those of you who are online, I want to go over the materials that you're going to need. For those of you in class, of course, I have all this ready for you. You're going to need a ruler because you're going to be measuring the width or the diameter of your bubble. You're going to need some solution of, it's basically Dawn dish detergent with some water that you've mixed up. You don't have to use Dawn dish detergent. You can use whatever you want, but you're going to mix it on up there. I use eyedroppers in class, but you could use a spoon as well. And then you need a straw. And that's basically it. Of course, a waterproof table. So I'm going to show you how to do this lab. The goal of this lab is to measure how much air you can fit in your lungs, or the volume of air you can fit in your lungs. And that's going to be in a single breath, not multiple breaths, in a single breath. So how much air, or the volume of air, can I fit into my lungs? To do that, you start off by taking an amount of the dishwater, the soapy water, I should say. Can't speak today. And I will say, if you don't have dish soap, you could probably use bubble solution, you know, the stuff that you blow bubbles with. That probably work fine too. Now here's the trick. It takes a little bit of practice. And if you're at school, we actually spent some time practicing how to do this. But you stick the end of your straw in the water, and then you blow through the top of the straw. And when you do that, you want to blow a gentle, thin stream of air. If you blow too hard, your bubble's going to pop. So it takes a little practice of kind of controlling your breath and letting it breathe out. Kind of like nice slow breath. So let's see if I can get that started. Whew. Okay, it popped before I was done, but that was pretty good. Now, ideally, what I'd want to do is I'd want to do this a number of times until I had some really good results, where I felt like I got all of my air out into that single bubble. But we'll go ahead and demonstrate that after you've blown your bubble and it pops, you see I have a nice line around here, which I can measure my bubble. I always say take the largest diameter. So in this case, I think it's kind of larger here. And I'm going to put my ruler up to that. Okay, and if I'm correct, let me get my sheet here. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. I have a ruler here, and it doesn't show centimeters. It only shows inches. So I'd want to get one that shows centimeters, which I do have over there, just not my metal ones. So let me just run over and grab that. Okay, here we go. Yay, centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the width of that. That's starting at the edge of where the 1 is, or the 0 marker is, all the way across. It looks like it's 16.4 centimeters. So then I would look on my paper. Now I'd have to round that. That's more like, it's kind of in between there. So if I find 16 on my paper, 16 is 1.1 liters. 17 is 1.3, so if I'm halfway there, in between 1.1 and 1.3 is 1.2, so I could probably go ahead and put 1.2. But if finding the middle ground is too hard, or what we call the median is too hard, you could go ahead and just go with probably like rounding it down or rounding it up depending on its number. So 16.4, that's the 0.4 is less than 5, so you could round down to 16. So I put 1.1 liters. So my bubble diameter was 16 centimeters, rounded down, and my lung volume then was 1.1, all right? And I'd fill that out right there. And that's the basic premise of the lab, outside of then going through the lab and filling it out appropriately. That's how you do it. The real struggle, I'll be honest, is learning how to blow the bubbles, but that's also half the fun of this lab. I know this is brief, and I've gone through this fairly quickly, but again, I'll be in class to help you, and if you're online, I'll give you as much aid as I can, but you're going to have to kind of rise up to the challenge and really read through this lab and what it tells you to do and follow it on your own, and then hopefully this video will help you kind of figure out the rest of it. Okay, hey, thanks for staying tuned and listening up, and I'm sorry if all you're seeing is the bottom of my chin, but so be it. See you soon. Bye.